Hello again, everybody. This is activity 1-2 in the MCTS Guide to Windows Server 2008. In this one, we're going to be looking at NTFS Permissions. And if you don't know what NTFS is, it's New Technology File System, which is the file system that your computer, your hard drive is, or what our operating system is formatted for. There's also FAT, F-A-T, and FAT32, and all sorts of good stuff. So without further ado, let's look at NTFS properties. So I'm going to go to Start, and Computer, Explore, and see you have the local disk C here. I'm going to right click on that and go to Properties. And you can see here that the file system is NTFS. If it was formatted for FAT or FAT3, file allocation table is what that stands for, then it would show up here. So it tells us the used space out of the space we have. And I think I set up, I can't remember how much I set up exactly. There we go. There it is right there. I think it's a minimum 39 or 40 gigabytes, so there's that. And now let's look at security. Under security, you can see the permissions for each user or group. So let's look through. The creator owner has to have all the power, system, all the power, me, power, and then users under the group Lindsay. They have the ability to read and execute files, which means they can look at the files, list folder contents, so they can see folder contents files, read, that means they can read through documents, and special permissions, I'm not exactly sure what that would fall under. And then trusted installer is not exactly trusted, only special permissions. So those are all the owner or the users or group. So next, let's go to quota, and this is where you can set up disk quotas. And denies disk space to users exceeding quota limit. This is where you can set the limit for each user on your network. So if you wanted them to only be able to use like 2 megabytes, deny disk space, limit disk space to 1 kilobyte. That it's like one letter. Okay, so you do 2 megabytes. And warning level, if you wanted it to warn them before they get to that, you could do, let's just do, I'll have the exabyte. You know what, I like people on my server, so let's just give them 2 exabytes. At 2 kilobytes, they will be warned that their 2 exabytes will be taken up within never. Okay, so you get it. Now let's just turn that off, because I don't really need that. But if you wanted to use that, you could. Alright, now let's go to shadow copies. As you can see here, shadow copies allow users to view contents of shared folders as the contents existed at a previous point in time. And this is kind of like Windows 7's restore to previous version. Okay. And let's go to the general tab here. And I think that's pretty much everything. We could look at tools. There's error checking for the C volume. Check for errors. Defragmentation, which is good to do sometimes, maybe monthly. Backups, or this is how you back up your C drive. Hardware tells you what kind of hardware you have. Sharing, you can share your drive. Previous versions, no previous versions. Alright, And that's a presentation of NTFS properties. Thank you.